Hello and welcome to the Basic Intelligence channel. My name is Andrew and today we're going to continue the How to Fix America series. In this video we're going to be addressing what I like to call the isms: racism, sexism, heterosexualism, and religious discrimination. For starters, I'm white like sour cream. I'm a man, I'm straight, and I'm a Christian. And now you're wondering why I have any room to talk about any of these issues. So, for this, I'm going to be examining the actual definition of these words and presenting my thoughts based on those definitions. We'll start with racism. Racism, a belief or doctrine that inherent differences among various human racial groups determine cultural or individual achievement. Usually involves the idea of one's own race is superior and has the right to dominate others that are not of that particular race. Sexism, discrimination based on a person's gender or sex, as in restricted job opportunities, especially significant discrimination directed against women. Heterosexualism, a prejudiced attitude or discriminatory practices against homosexuals by heterosexuals. Religious discrimination, treating a person or a group of people differently because of what they do or do not believe. And oddly enough, all four of these words have the same antonyms: fairness, tolerance, and open-mindedness. First, race as a whole runs skin deep. If you took a skeleton of a white man and a black man, they would be the same. All the organs would be in the same location, and they require the same basic needs to survive. Gender is just a physical state and the reason why we continue as a species. Third, sexual orientation is merely the way we view our peers and what we're sexually attracted to. Fourth, religion is just a code one or a group of people live by to prepare themselves for the afterlife. For all of these issues, the idea of hating someone because of something they can't change is baffling to me. One doesn't change their ethnicity. I can't change my sexual orientation. And these labels we place upon one another just drive us further apart. Religion, though, is actually a slippery slope. It's both good and bad. And I'm going to compare it to drinking alcohol. If you have a few drinks, you're fine. But if you drink too much, you can become a real asshole. And if you make stupid choices, people are going to die. And what I mean by this is that there are religious extremists for every faith, and they are real assholes. But it seems that America doesn't understand or want to understand that. And right up front, I'm just going to say, ISIS is a total bag of dicks. They are the worst kind of people. Genocide, bombings, killing innocents around the world is just unforgivable, and we should address it on a global scale. But you can't crucify an entire religion based on those individuals. If we're going to apply the same linear thinking to Christianity, then all Baptists hate gays and Jews and apparently think it's appropriate to protest funerals of the men and women who serve for our country, based on the actions of the Westboro Baptist Church. And don't get me wrong, religion is also a good thing. It helps bring people together. Religious communities, go as far as fundraising, food drives, volunteer programs, so on and so forth. But just imagine that people would use the Word of God to help a community rather than use it as a justification towards hating someone else. And I truly believe that religion and race are the biggest social issues dividing our country. And if you're watching this and you truly believe that your race is better or entitled to more, or if you have ill feelings for another based on their beliefs, then let me place you in this scenario. You get into a car accident and you are badly injured. You are still conscious and you're rushed to the ER. And you notice that the doctor in charge is someone of a different race, maybe a race that you look down on, or you just assume that they practice a faith you deem lesser. Are you going to refuse treatment, or are you going to let them save your life? And if you're one of those people that would honestly refuse treatment, then you're the problem. Plain and simple. Now, how do we fix this? And good grief, it is not an easy question to answer. I've been thinking about this for the last 3 hours or so. And we can't just pass a law saying that you need to treat everyone with respect. This is not an issue that is written down. This is an issue with individual ideology. But in turn, I keep coming back to the idea of fairness, tolerance, and open-mindedness. Martin Luther King Jr. said it flawlessly, and these are some of his words from the I Have a Dream speech. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I understand the literal meaning behind this, but I think it goes so much deeper than that. To me, it says that one day we'll be able to acknowledge the mistakes of our past and the mistakes of our ancestors. We'll acknowledge that in some ways we are different, not just by the color of our skin, but we will acknowledge that we can choose who we wish to love and believe what we wish to believe. After acknowledging these things, we can truly sit down at this table of brotherhood and work on fulfilling the American dream for all of the American people. So the real question is this: what are we waiting for? Thank you for watching. Feel free to put your thoughts in the comments below. Please keep it civil. And I know I didn't really touch a whole lot about the race side of this, but I think that's such a larger issue. I'd like to address it in a separate video all on its own. This is Andrew with the Basic Intelligence Channel signing off. I'll see you later.